Good afternoon. My name is Samuel Allen, and today I'm going to be talking about my favorite hobby, which is basketball. Like I said, basketball has been my favorite sport since I was about 9 years old. And growing up in the South, it was kind of hard because all my friends were like, oh, college football, college football. And I was sitting there just waiting for November and for it to get cold so that way I can stay inside and watch basketball. Growing up, I loved watching the sport with my dad, and I played it throughout my childhood. I was involved with Upward basketball and YMCA League basketball, which I felt like were both really good systems. I still love it to this day. This past spring break, my dad and I took a road trip through Florida and stopped in Orlando and Miami to see games. One reason I really love basketball is because it requires chemistry on and off the court. If you have the ball on offense, it's your responsibility to know what you're supposed to do and also what your four teammates are supposed to do. And it's pretty much the same thing on defense to where, okay, you know you're guarding that guy, but you have to know what your four teammates are also doing on defense. One of the big reasons I love basketball is because I believe they're at the forefront of social responsibility among the major American sports leagues. Over the past few months, the NFL has gotten a lot of negative publicity on the way they're handling concussions and domestic abuse, and I just feel like their policies have been really reactionary, as in, oh, someone beats up their girlfriend, and then the NFL says, well, we got to change our policy on that. Whereas the NBA has always been on the forefront of being not reactionary, but progressive, which is something that I really like, and I feel like all of the leagues should try to follow. So my dream since I was 9 years old was to be in the NBA, and I have here just some of the average NFL player statistics. Average height, 6'6", weight 220 pounds, average wingspan 6'5", and the average vertical is 28 inches. And as you can tell on the screen, I check, nope, not that box, not that box, not that box, definitely not that box. And so I was not genetically blessed to be in the NBA. And one other thing that I didn't put there was a big box I don't check off is just skill. Like, there are some guys that are undersized in the NBA, but they make up for it in skill, which is something I also don't have. And because of all this, I've had to think about a way that I wanted to be in the NBA, but not be a player. So my new dream is to graduate from AUM with a sport management degree, which I am on track to do in December of 2017. And I would love to go to work for an NBA team or even a WNBA team. I also at some point would really like to go back to school to earn my master's degree in order to further my education and pursue a better job. I believe a master's degree is really important just because with it, it shows my commitment to my education, and also I'll be in line for a better job, which means more money, more perks, and ultimately more responsibility, which is something that I really crave. And this is just some of the average NBA marketing career statistics. The average salary is about $45,000 a year, which is good for coming out of college. It also depends on what market you're going to live in. So if I lived in Orlando, I would be getting paid something different than I lived in New York or Los Angeles. The average duration is around 6 years, which is actually higher than the national average. The national average is about 4.5, which is good. I don't really want to be moving a lot. I would love to stay in one place for a while, but if a better opportunity comes along, of course, you gotta think about taking the better chance. And then my favorite stat is 68% of employees that are hired and promoted within an NBA organization. I think this is a really important statistic because it just shows loyalty between the team and their employees. I've been talking with someone who graduated from AUM that works with the Atlanta Hawks, and he was actually an intern with them, and they hired and promoted him through their internship program, which I just think is really awesome. And I've heard the same about multiple NBA teams, not just Atlanta. So it's just encouraging to know that going through the process of getting an internship is worth it, because they really do look at you and see if you'd be a good potential employee. And that's all I have. Thank you so much for your time.